Well, we heard about the project, and we heard that it was a zero energy project. And Evergreen Recycling really is about conserving materials out of the landfills, which saves energy. And so we were very interested in the project. And we provided the construction waste dumpsters, and I believe we recycled upwards of 90% of all the material coming off of the site, and that's as close to zero waste as you can get. Well, what we do is we look at when we sort the material, it comes into our facility, we sort the material by type: asphalt, concrete, wood, metal, cardboard, paper, all of the different things that might come off a construction site. For example, in this particular project, they took off the stucco. Well, that's a cementatious product, and that can be recycled and used back in road base mixed. So we would separate all those materials in our yard and then ship them to the appropriate market. We're well known in the local community for finding markets for hard to recycle materials like the drywall and like stucco and things of that nature. So we consider that 90% is successful, but we're always looking at that 10% and see how can we recycle that material as well. When somebody's considering remodeling or building new construction, they should always consider recycling that material, because there's a couple of reasons. One, there's a point of not putting it in the landfill. What do we do by not putting it in the landfill? We don't create methane gas, which is responsible for 12 to 15% of all greenhouse gases that are emitted on our planet. That's a dangerous number. Why is the other reason? Because there are industries that are looking for that material, like concrete, like asphalt, to recycle and put back into their process. Same with the drywall companies. They're looking for that drywall to remake new drywall out of it. So people should always consider the net effects of what they're doing and how to avoid those negative effects, like putting it in a landfill. What we look to do is find markets for those hard to recycle materials. Say, for example, on this particular project, there was some wood studs that came out of it. What do we do with those wood studs? Well, first we break those up at our facility. We separate those from all the other materials, and we ship those. Where do we ship those? To the Moapa Indian Reservation just north of us here in Las Vegas, where they're trying to reclaim 70,000 acres of farmland that's been left fallow. And by putting this carbon and some of the nitrogen from the green waste that we have, they're able to reclaim that soil, create jobs for their own tribesmen, and avoid putting that in the landfill. Wood in particular is a very big methane generator, so putting that in the landfill is really not a good idea. Giving it to somebody who's going to use it for beneficial use is a good idea. So recycling, whether you're remodeling your home, building a new home, whether you're at work or your business, recycling should be number one on your list when you're looking at how your waste disposal options. For example, what are the benefits of recycling? Well, we know that by avoiding the landfills, we're not creating greenhouse gas. We know that there's some additional environmental benefits in that when we have to go search for virgin materials that replace those recycled materials, we degrade the environment, we create additional pollution, and we use energy. And then there's the social benefits and economic benefits of creating jobs and creating a new industry. Nevada in particular, with some of the struggles that we've had in other states, this is fostering a clean industry. These are permanent jobs, sustainable jobs. So we look at the economic, social, and environmental benefits. And my question is, why not recycle? For this particular project, we wanted to show and demonstrate to the public and to the builders out there who are going to visit this project what's really possible to recycle and what the net effects of that recycling is. I mean, remember that this project was net zero energy, and when you recycle, you go a long way in reducing your energy use, particularly when those materials are used locally, and that material that we recycle locally is creating jobs and economic benefits. So whenever you're considering whether or not to recycle on a particular project, realize the negative benefits of not doing it. And hopefully you'll, this is why we got involved with the project, because we could demonstrate the economic benefits, social benefits, and all the benefits of recycling. And you know, let's not forget that one thing. We're doing good for the planet. That makes us feel good. And those effects, those positive effects, those benefits are immeasurable.